So this is another video about search engine optimization. Yeah, one of those. But I promise it will be fun and useful for you. So what is SEO, you ask? Okay, SEO is search engine optimization, but what does it mean? So in simple terms, if you think of it as the search engine is like a big encyclopedia or a big library that has everything in it. Millions and millions of websites. I can't even remember the last number, how many websites we have worldwide. But when you ask, let's say when you go and search and you go to your search engine, most people use Google, but it's not the only search engine, but it's the most famous. And go search for something. You're looking to buy something or you're looking for a specific service. So basically, this search engine indexes all the websites that you have in the world. And then when you ask, the search engine would give you the results that are kind of more relevant to what you are looking for. And most people would just look at the first page, which has maybe 10 or 25 or 40, 50 websites, and that would decide to click on the ones that they see up there. So when you have a website and you're trying to appear on the search results, you want to be on that first page and you want to be high up so that when people look for a service that you can provide, you will appear right there. So up to here, it's normal business practice. Now, when it gets more interesting is that when you receive a lot of emails of people offering you SEO services without really telling you exactly what they'll do. So I want you to do a little exercise. Go to your email, and then inside your email tool, be it Outlook or Gmail or whatever you use for email, and then search inside for the word SEO. And let's see how many emails you received that has this as the keyword, and how many unsolicited emails you've received from providers and agencies and people claiming that they will put you on the first page of Google without really telling you how or what's in it. So in simple terms, I want you to think of the SEO or search engine optimization services as two arms. They go hand in hand together, like hand in hand. And okay, one of it, which is the most important one, is what we call the on-page SEO. This is something that you totally control. It's completely up to you how you get these things done. And I'll explain in a minute, but let me tell you about the other arm, which is off-page SEO. Things like buying advertising on Google or on social media. Things like having links to your website on other websites that are not competition, but they're kind of related, like, I don't know, a dentist and an orthodontist. So they work together, right? So they can refer customers to each other. So it makes sense for them to have links to their websites, to each other's website. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say here, right? So the off-page SEO is mostly out of your control. You don't control what happens outside your website and outside your world. What do you own? You own your website, right? Your real estate, your digital real estate is your website and your social media. So if you have pages, like a page on Facebook, or if you actually share posts on Facebook or images on Instagram, or use any other network, or you do videos on YouTube, these are your real estate, your digital real estate things. So this is what you own, this is what you control. So in order for you to optimize your presence, in order for you to be findable, and in order for you to appear in searches, there's some work that you need to do. So don't be fooled by people who claim that they'll do it for you. The on-page SEO is you doing the work. The only difference is when you want some service, you maybe need a little bit of coaching, or you maybe need to learn how to find out the best keywords that you can use, or maybe you need somebody to do the keyword research for you to come up with the list of maybe 10 to 15 keywords that you should be focused on, that you should be using when you blog or do videos, or when you publish or post anything that will help you appear in those search results. There's also on your website, there's also a few bits and pieces that your web designer, or if you're the one doing your own website, should be looking at very closely. So not only using the keywords, the best keywords for your business and for your brand, but it's also things like the title of the post or the title of the page, the length of the title, how many times the keywords would show there. So there's a little bit of learning, there's a learning curve, but for the best results, you need to actually keep going at it. You need to be very consistent. And if you're posting, let's say you're posting once a week, you have to keep doing it all the time. Be consistent, have relevant content. Some people think that it's a robotic, like SEO is a robotic thing. It's not really. I mean, you need to strike a balance between pleasing the readers of your posts, so having proper content that's relevant, that people will actually like, and also pleasing the search engines like Google and the bots that they go on and index your site. So Google over the years have become like smarter and smarter, and now if you try to fool it, it will penalize you. So it's no longer the issue of soiling your page with your keywords. Your keywords have to appear naturally within the context of the article or the post. And as I was saying earlier, it has to be something that your readers or your followers will find useful. So Google would actually give you more points if your posts are well organized, useful, and the keywords appear there in the natural context, rather than the black hat SEO thing that some people try to do by fooling the search engines and repeating the keywords like a number of times, and things like that. So in essence, if you want to rank higher and you don't have deep pockets and you don't want to be spending a fortune on ads, you have to focus on the things you can control. So you have to start doing your own SEO on your blog, on your website, on your social media, on your YouTube and the likes of it, and you have to be consistent and useful, beneficial to your audience. Once you've done that, I assure you that you'll be ranking higher. It's just something that takes time and consistency. So do not lose your patience. It could take a few months, but once you're there, you're there. Let me tell you a story. It's like this is a funny story actually. I was lucky. So I wrote a post about customer relationship management, or CRM, back in 2015. And I put it on my very old website that I wasn't really updating frequently. Sometime during 2018, 3 years after, I got a call and I got offered the job as a public speaker to go and do a keynote about customer relationship management. And the funniest part of this, that I thought that CRM, or customer relationship management, was not like something like a trend anymore. No one is talking about CRM these days. It's like a given. Everyone has it, but no one talks about it. But I wasn't trying to rank. It was just something that I wrote at some point, when I thought it's a good idea to write about it. And then later on, I got some business out of that one article. The reason for that it ranked. It took 3 years, but like when the person who contacted me was looking for a CRM keynote speaker, I was the first one that appeared on that search. So it did its job, right? Imagine if I'm doing this intentionally to rank for like a current event or a current business or something like that. So this is the part that's in your control. If you do it right, if you give it a little bit of time, you're going to eventually get there. The off-page SEO, I advise you not to get into it until you've been ranking on your own organically on the things that you fully control. And then later on, you could start looking at accelerating the stuff using ads. Most of the people who are sending you offers and telling you, hey, we'll do your SEO and we'll get you on the first page of Google, are actually buying ads. So you're going to be spending a specific amount of money monthly in like a retainer sort of thing for someone to go to Google and buy ads on your behalf. And then let's say you're giving them whatever, I don't know, $500 a month or $300 a month. They'll buy ads for $200 and then make the difference in profit. The good thing about ads is that after some time, like shorter, of course, not months, maybe a few days, you will start appearing in the ad section of the search results, which is all the way up there, but it says ad on it, right? And you will see, hey, my website is there and maybe I'm getting more traffic and people are clicking and coming to my website, or my phone is ringing and so on, which is a great thing. But the moment you stop paying is the moment that this will disappear. So it's something that you're going to be paying for a real long time. So if you don't have a strategy of the on-page SEO and the organic ranking, you buy ads, you get there, you stop paying, no ads anymore, boom, you're down there and nobody clicks on your page or finds your page anymore. So please, please, please do the organic part first. And then after ranking organically, move on to the ads if needed and only if needed, or if you have deep pockets, whichever comes first. All right, see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Hang on, don't go away yet. Now that you've completed this video, I'm going to have to ask you to click on the like if you have enjoyed it, because everybody likes to be liked, you know? You can also subscribe. That way, you're going to get all of the cool YouTube stuff made by this guy right here. And finally, why not let all your friends know how great you thought this video was? You can share it with them or even use it in your blog. Thank you. Thank you very much. We see you soon.